Nice. Alright. Welcome to Star Wars Sunstriders Phase 2, Episode 24. It's that time of the year where everybody does shit in their real lives, and playing the main game every week is nigh impossible. But we're here. So, as a recap, since it's been since August, I think, 5th, today's September 21st, for the record. We'll go back in time a good little bit, actually, to where Savo and his small group of Akeo younglings from the Sunstrider Academy were out on a mission to Karist Vin. They completed that mission, came back, and had a meeting with one Kith Zo, a brother of the wave, a mythological figure from the Fomorian people, who gave them some interesting insight and information about the collision of forces of natures soon to happen on this planet that has been turned into a battleground for the Force, more or less. Following that meeting and their return to Point Riptide, we jumped over to our night level characters who have been in the process of engaging in guerrilla warfare against Lieutenant Karn and his Shale Strikers, who have been backed, or supposedly, apparently, have been backed or have been teamed up or have been co-opted by Kithrax, and a Leviathan creature of the deep that erupted from a volcano some many sessions ago. We saw the strike forces of the Shale Strikers, these massive crabs with Fomorian riders who Oziad got a close education with one of their claws, as we effectively were trying to get out of this city as the oceans continue to recede from the planet, something that Lawrence, one of our Akeo learners, believes the waters may be receding deeper into the crust or the mantle of the planet for some reason. Following that, everyone finally returns to Sunstrider Academy for the first time in a long time. We have all hands on deck. Following some new information and the development of things going on the planet through word from June Zadul and others, two plans are formed. Operation Skimracer and Operation Starlight Beacon are formed late at night through many toilings and meditations through the leaders of the Academy. Operation Skimracer, a bead has been found and drawn on one Raz Norubo, current Ronin and disappearer of the three students, now renegade of the Sunstrider Academy leadership. A team of Nox, Savo, Gazir, Appa, and Balan are going to be taking the Justicar, which Wolves and Jukeby worked hard to repair after it had been damaged with the missions by June and Nox in search of more information and connecting with the Fomorians and finding, likewise souls to prevent these things and these, enemies of the state from overtaking the planet. And they are heading into southeastern, heading on to the last bead of where Nox, I believe, had a sort of using the Force, sought out his location, was able to finally get a ping, if you will, from him. southeastwards towards the Kongru Cleft, one of the deepest trenches on Femar. And Operation Starlight Beacon. Everybody else still left at the academy has received word from Joom and those that were out, and the night level characters that were out, that a military force that may not be friendly is amassing to the northwest of the algae farms of Point Riptide. And everyone else is staying behind to strengthen defenses and shore up for what may be a potential attack by the Shell Strikers or some other force onto Starlight Beacon. We will be picking up with Operation Skimracer today, as our group led by Nox and Savo are aboard the Justicar with its sweet underwater adjustments made long ago, as we are currently in submersible mode, trudging through the waters.
Oh, and Lawrence did stow away as well.
Unknown to everyone else, Lawrence is in fact stowed away on the Justicar.
Crazy. How much food do we have?
Plenty.
The cold equation.
Miss Jenkins' class. Yes, bro.
That would fuck me up.
Dude, that was a son. That was a God, that's a great story. It
really is.
That's a great short story. All right. So, naturally, we have to have a session question to get us back in the swing of things. But before we do that, does anybody have any questions or information that they feel like they're missing or need a refresher on?
No.
I want to get a quick refresher on the current state of the Fomarians.
In whose knowledge? Balan's?
I guess so.
Yeah, shit's fucked.
Yeah, still.
These mythological figures have awakened, and apparently one of them is leading the most militant force of the subsects of the Fomarians, and they are pretty much co-opting by force other communities to in search of something. Nobody's really said why they're doing that really yet.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get these creative juices flowing, shall we?
Time to get creatively moist.
I would say what I want to know specifically from this collection of characters We'll come back to this. I want to get to the action, dude.
Say less.
So, Nox.
Mm-hmm.
Is G2E piloting the ship still?
Most definitely.
G2E, as a refresher, now has a full astromech body, a sweet R unit, but he has arms and legs that bring him up to about 7 foot tall, standing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he still found a way to bitch about it, too.
That's horrifying.
Of course it does.
But, Nox as the ship, bubbles underwater, sweet big headlamps attached to the front. The thrum of the engine's a little bit more recursive underneath the water and inside the hull of the ship. You know now that you guys have been, in pursuit for 12 hours or so, that you guys are rapidly approaching the Kongru Cleft, which is where the Force seemed to be leading you as far as where Raz was last. Who is all in the cockpit, I'd say, first?
Appa is, but he's sleeping in the comms chair.
And Balan's there too, right?
And
Right.
on the ship, yes, you are on this mission.
Okay,
Correct.
all right. Just had to get reminded. Yeah, he's in the cockpit too. He just wants to check out everything. He's excessively fascinated.
Knox is sitting in the co-pilot, like his arms crossed, just like.
How big is this cockpit? We got 4 people in here.
Oh yeah, it's crammed. If you haven't seen
Sawa's
a,
probably hanging out. Sawa's probably hanging out in the common area.
if you haven't seen a picture of the Justicar in a while, cockpit's not huge by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, sweet.
What?
Okay, I'm out of there. I'm good.
I might actually be hanging out in the gun turret.
But if you scroll up a little bit, there's 4 chairs in there. Pilot,
Oh, yeah,
co-pilot, comms, and probably engineer station.
Oh, then fuck yeah. We got 4.
Yeah, we can be-
Okay.
Yeah, we can be pretty comfortable in there. We're
Someone's
good.
hover handing in the back.
Yeah. G2's got his big clasp hands on the extendable,
Yeah,
F1
we don't have any
steering
fucking
wheel.
space.
Knox, are we getting closer?
Well, we're heading the right direction. Yep. Yeah, we are getting closer.
You guys think we'll be able to find Master Raz?
I hope so. I just hope it's the Raz we're used to. I still can't think of why he'd do this.
Well, and this is just me. He's been gone so long. What if he doesn't want to come back?
I mean, he can make his own decisions, but we have to care for the planet first.
Just go back to staring out the glass, just checking everything out.
Don't touch any buttons.
The dome swivels. As soon as Balan gets close to anything, you feel the all-seeing mechanical eye of G2 on you from the cockpit, from the pilot seat. Sabo, where are you at?
Probably the common area.
What's going through
Just like
Sabo's head as we're heading on what may be a rescue or perhaps recovery mission?
I think, despite what the mission may be, I think Savo's just looking forward to seeing Raz again. I think he's probably excited to feel some of the weight lifted off of his shoulders, as far as like the burden of educating and training. Yeah, I don't know. He's anxious. It's been a while since he's done anything like this. Exactly. I know that we just got back from
Karastvin.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Karastvin.
Gotcha, brother.
Trying. I know we just got back from Karastvin and everything, but that felt like a bit of a failure. You know. I guess we got
We got
Dagon
the
back.
boy.
We've retrieved the boy.
Moral victory.
But maybe actually meditating on these fucking runes that are on his chest now. Trying to
Yes,
feel
yes,
through it.
yes.
See what it's all about.
Did I ever DM you that, by the way?
I don't think so. Let me.
And I'm pretty sure I told you what it does, but
You may have, but I don't have it, so I don't remember.
All it does right now is drop your wound threshold by 1. So I think we did do that.
Okay, I do have that marked down.
Okay, good. But yes, the pact mark from the Archon of the Kerestians, Archon Gassan, who gave you a sort of frostbitten 4-pointed eclipse right at the top of your sternum, which effectively puts you under the thumb for a indistinct favor for the Kerestian high class. Which, with extra information from Magor revealing that failing to abide by this pact mark could have disastrous effects. With these thoughts in mind, a deep, reverberating animal call of some kind immediately almost probably wakes Appa up in the comms chair as the sensors pick it up, and like the auto sound dampening levels it, and the whole of the Justicar actually reverberates as it comes through, and it's just like this deep, like almost like subwoofer type sound as it reverberates through the hole for a good solid like 10-11 seconds. A short time passes as you guys are sort of looking around, and G2 like pulls off the throttle a little bit as the cleft itself, this huge crevice, you can almost see, like you can see the other side, probably 1,500 feet away, appears and into the spotlights on the front of the Justicar. And this short time passes, and this call happens again, but amplified, like another creature has joined in the song. Appa, if you would be so kind. Actually, before we do this, let's all roll our sweet Destiny point pool before we get started on this. So if you only have 1 force rating, you can click the little force die at the top and it'll just go ahead and roll it for you. And then for our home rule, for my higher level characters here, if you have higher force rating, you can manually add your force die and take the higher result.
I don't see any die.
You got to click the little blue circle down on the bottom left and it'll pull your die screen up.
Oh, there we go.
New interface, yes sir.
Yeah. Oh, fancy. And then how do I roll? Do I just enter?
Is my table
Once you, yeah, once you,
Nice.
I had to refresh my page too. Dumb.
I will be
Oh, it rolled.
adding 2.
Dear God Almighty.
How do I actually roll the dice?
So once
Oh, I
you,
see. Roll
once,
is
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Okay.
that'll do.
Davo is Mr. Force.
Ooh, Garrett, no force die pickup. You're juicing.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I don't even want to. I'm not even gonna click on your character sheet. I'm just gonna let it be a mystery. I'm gonna enjoy it as a mystery.
All right, Savo, you take Nox. You're taking the 2, I would assume.
Yeah.
Very good.
All
That
those.
is 2, 3,
Am
5 to 2.
Am I clear of strain wounds?
Yes, we should be totally clear for wounds and strain. Threshold, or, currents should be reset. Alright. And I don't think, I just saw it on the RPG Sessions Discord that the table's having difficulty updating per roll, so just refresh your table whenever we get to it so you can see your rolls, you know.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Let's
Oh
see
no.
here.
Not ideal.
Chris,
Chris?
I'm doing such a solid for you right now, and you have no fucking idea.
Uh-oh.
Just saying.
You're getting that Carolina cookie ookie.
Oh yeah.
No way. Super duper dubers.
Real quick.
Dom
Wait.
knows.
Do you guys remember if Nox crushed his lightsaber crystal?
I think we got new ones, dude.
Yeah.
Got new ones?
Yeah, we got new ones. The cursed ones to new ones, yeah, because I remember crushing quizzes and then
Just don't remember
End up
getting
with a
a
new
new
one.
one.
Yeah,
Didn't we have like a
so,
whole...
yeah, we
that
had a
was-
crafting.
yeah, that was before, that was right before
if
we
the
came
one on your
to-
sheet's probably your new one.
Okay.
If you deleted your old one after
Right.
crushing
okay.
it.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
because
forgot Garrett built the lightsaber gun plus 10 one encumbrance.
the ones that we crushed were the ones that you guys had originally possessed from the Krakul system. Throwback episode 1 of phase 1, when you guys had discovered that there was still some cracking had become apparent, and some deep core of the crystal still possessed a taint of the High Reclaimant and their creation.
He was flexing on us that he could sense us and shit.
That's right, as was his style.
And we steezed on him.
That's right.
Steezed.
There. Steezed on him. That's right. So, Appa, that's what I was about to ask for.
Yep.
Please give me a xenology check, if you would be so
Jesus.
kind.
Fuck.
It's gonna be a hard check.
Fuck.
Three
You're done, bud.
rounds.
GG. Bye,
Fuck
Appa.
around. Hard check. Fuck around. Give me that. Y'all gonna make me wait this long? I'm gonna take the fucking point.
I'm reloading.
Shit.
I'm reloading too.
I'm reloading.
I don't see
Let's
it, Dom.
go, dude.
Wait,
here
you're
we go, here we go.
spoilers.
Spoilers.
Let's go.
Wait, what?
It's a false
What?
spoiler.
What the
Oh
fuck?
wait, Chris, you're the go.
Chris gave you a false.
I love
spoiler.
and hate you.
That's
That's
crazy,
crazy.
actually.
That was an IQ.
To have that big of a read on the meta this early is insane.
3 double Fs.
So, Appa, you are not from here, but you have a connection to nature that, you know, helps you out with your mushroom gathering and other things, and, you know, the pattern and movements of creatures. It doesn't take long for you to realize that this seems to be something akin to like a pod call. Back home for you, some of the massive toads that were very prevalent in the growing, or the, you know, setting the stage for particular mushrooms to grow from their, you know, excrements.
Yeah, frogs are
the turd.
shitting over there.
That's
I hear you
right.
go, "Oh,
Yes,
dude."
dude.
I
Yes,
hear the frogs fucking.
you would know that they had a very similar call and response, as they were solitary, or solitary creatures for most of their lives, and only regathering on rare occasions. So with those 3 advantages, you make that connection. Something similar may be happening in the Congru Cleft as you guys approach. The calls seem to be reverberating from actually inside the ravine and out, inside the trench.
You know, it sounds like frogs.
Must be some pretty big frogs where you're from, Appa?
They're bigger than us, yes.
Criff.
Well,
How big?
whatever's in this ravine, I guess. And I'm pointing at like the mapping program, sort of, or the front bay window.
Yeah, and it is,
it's-
it's like that single Carillion style cockpit cone, so everybody's looking out like the 4-paneled glass out front.
It really it sounds like mating calls, like they're all getting together. Was this Appa's old voice?
It's
A
similar.
little bit
It's-
higher, a little bit more whiny, actually.
We're crazy old.
There it
we're
is.
Crazy old man.
You motherfucker!
Is Discord?
What'd you say, Chris?
One second.
Is Discord like tweaking out for anybody else? Everybody's cutting out pretty bad.
No, not for
hadn't
me.
been cutting for me. No.
Somebody's cutting your Ethernet wire.
I have 2 women.
Wow.
They're streaming anime downstairs.
Oh, I see.
If that'll do
I'll
it.
be in trouble.
G2's dome spins back around as he's got it in neutral effectively. My databases are still rather incomplete. The larger fauna on this planet has not been well studied.
I mean,
With good reason.
you can only find out about them if you get close enough.
And let's try not to get close enough.
Understood. Perhaps we would prefer to stay within the Justicar.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't plan on swimming there.
swimming's a little difficult without sight.
I'm sure I could give you something to see. But not, see me.
Pause.
What do you
that
mean?
sounded a little.
3 tabs of acid.
Produces the bag.
Grateful Dead bag. What the fuck is that?
Oh, so
What the?
as you guys
Huh.
have that conversation, the call returns even stronger now. And as it finishes, the riptide seems to be pulled closer to the cleft, to the ravine. And G2E has to put it in reverse a little bit. And you can feel the strain of the hole as it appears that the water is being sucked deeper into the ravine.
So I was gonna. Our cockpit is like up a ladder, right? If I remember correctly. Or like a lift or something. Like it's on a separate deck.
Depending on what deck plan you use, yes. But we did have
Okay.
that. Yes, it is.
Okay, nice. Gustavo would like to appear as the lift doors open. What's going on out there? Hey, what's going on out there?
mean, it sounds
Frogs.
Sound like some big frogs.
big frogs and strong currents. It sounds like the engine's really, really kind of pushing it.
We are currently at 20% reverse thruster.
I got ass, bro. What you talking about? G2, you said this bitch got horses.
Chris, what do you think of that?
That's incredible, William.
True art.
I'm currently sending it to my wife.
Nice.
So, I mean, are we going in?
I don't know. I don't.
Do we
Do we
have
have to
to?
go through the ravine?
Yeah, is that the direction that like the ping is coming from?
Yes, it is. It seems to be originating from deeper within the ravine.
What are we gonna do? Oh no!
Better to punch it. Get through it.
Hey, Brian.
How
Very
does, How does
well.
watercraft? Oh,
I'll take a scent.
how
And just-
how fast? How fast are we going by the time we like hit the apex? Of
Yeah,
this?
G2, he whipping this bitch.
Oh
or what?
no! Hey, G2 is
Or is
he's
he
a
Mr. Proper?
he's a master of the craft, dude. He's been a part of the Justicar longer than anybody else,
Literally.
in one form or another.
He's literally been the Justicar.
So he's he's hitting the corners nice and in control. Trying to keeping the beams out
He
front of him.
ain't trying to hurt this shit. He ain't trying to scratch the paint. No.
That's right.
Paul's driving at 68.
That's right. So, rolling over the apex and sort of in a little spin as you head deeper into this ravine, which is wide. Everybody looking out of the front glass, you can't see the bottom. So normally, you can see, landmarks and things like that. But as you crest over the side of the ravine and these spot lamps are heading or aiming down, you can only see water that gets blacker and blacker in front of you. The information that the con group left is one of the deepest trenches on the planet seems to be accurate as of now. There it is. So G2ing very carefully as he's piloting. Nox, go ahead and give me a perception check. Add your force rating to it. And it's going to be average difficulty.
I also re-looked at my character sheet, and because I'm blinded, I have to upgrade perception checks. I'm assuming that still stands.
Hell yeah.
I think the critical has been healed.
Oh, okay.
So the effects of that the blinded critical don't affect you anymore, but you do have 2 setbacks on the perception checks for sight-based ones.
Okay.
One for each eye.
Alright, and yeah. Refresh. 1 success, 2 threat, 2 dark side.
Wendy's.
Would you like to use
Just
one of those
handing it to
pips?
I would.
All right. So, it is a tense time for everyone aboard, not only the Justicar, but back home as well. So, as you are reaching out with your senses, you can feel a little bit of like trepidation originating from who you can only assume would be Raz somewhere deeper inside the cleft. As you guys continue to descend deeper, you come across what can only be described as a massive two-tailed whale that is resting or is currently inert, almost perfectly vertical, just kind of floating there in the middle of the trench, like head up. And it
You
is
saw that picture.
I did. It is and it's probably 100 foot long. So outsized as the Justicar. G2 takes. Go ahead.
I think we found the frog. Does it seem to be rumbling, making any kind of noise?
Not currently. The call doesn't seem to be going out currently.
Do I get any sense of emotion from this creature?
I would say easy enough without a check needed. I would say yes, just like surface level thoughts reaching out for. It's not it's not like a super intelligent creature or anything like that, but you can pick up on like a heightened like stress response from it for sure.
Do we have enough of it to try and ID it with a information system? Or like, do we have access to an information system?
I
Probably don't know what it is.
I would say on board the Justicar, probably so.
Doom's been running around in this
Doom
thing
has
for a
been
while.
running around for a while, so I would say yeah, like a quick check through the database on the Justicar. This would be a rift whale.
Rift whale.
Whoa.
They call whale in the
Write that
rift.
down.
Let's go.
Write it down. Write it down.
And you said it's standing still?
Yes, or floating still, if you will.
Okay.
Odd.
Even while we're being pulled, or are we already through?
The water still is like the pressure of it is still there. You can see like the video game motion
The
lines. But yes, so it does seem to be anchoring itself somehow in the open water of the cleft.
Maybe it's just catching shit in its mouth as it falls in, and we're about to find out if there's one underneath us.
I have an idea, but I don't know if it's necessary to even try it.
Go for it. Who cares?
What if we just killed the engines? What's
Just
the...
let the current take us?
I feel like there's...
Yeah, you
Was it
tell that to
something in-
G2E.
Was it something in Star Wars? No, it's from Dune, where he just like shuts the controls off and just fucking lets the Thropter do whatever.
That's also Luke Skywalker turning his targeting computer off.
Oh, real?
So
So I'm just gonna lace this bitch where it needs to go, dude. Fuck this GPS bullshit.
What if we did that?
Actually, I think I want this.
Completely unnecessary, I feel like, but you know.
It depends on if you want to do it. You can certainly make the suggestion.
We're not in any danger. I'll suggest that whenever we're in danger.
G2E continues on very lightly on the yoke. As you guys are moving to pass the Rift Whale, the call seems to go out again. You don't see its like mouth open or like a blowhole open or anything like that, but the call does seem to be originating due to like the intensity of the vibrations on the ship, at least in part from this specific Rift Whale.
Is there any way we can play the sound back?
Yeah, I would say with a quick computers check, you could probably play a recording of the sound back out through like loudspeaker or something like that. Yeah.
Let me in there. Let me punch a couple buttons on the dash and do it.
Go ahead. Let's say easy check.
Whack-a-pack-a.
Even out these destiny points. One success.
All right. Oh, nice. Nice. So Savo, you roll up into the cockpit, capture a quick playback, or capture a quick recording and hit the playback and play it out through the loudspeakers, which not nearly as loud as it could be, but as you do so, it seems that the Rift Whale begins to stir a little bit, and you can see this large sort of cyclopean eye on the top of its head open up.
Oh boy.
The tails, like the two tails underneath it, sort of stir and flutter a little bit. The eye sort of lazily looks around for spotting the Justicar. Yeah.
I'd like to do a perception check to see if there's any malice in this thing's eye. Any hatred.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Look at dead in the eye, yeah?
And I
Oh,
would say average check. Does this thing look like it wants to kill me?
That's a very real question.
hey, 2 success.
All right. So, with 2 successes, you don't seem to see any negative emotions or intent in the eye of the Rift Whale.
Nice. Okay.
But you do feel it match your gaze through the cockpit. Like it's seeing the cockpit of the Justicar as like the eye of a Rift Whale. And it's like making eye contact with you guys. And this massive whale flips itself with its tail in sort of like a lazy swoop and begins heading deeper into the cleft as it answers and repeats the call that you put out.
Can I use the force ability 4C here?
Absolutely. Please do.
Focusing specifically on the Rift Whale, I think. If that's...
Sure. It's a creature close enough to you, I think.
Okay. I'd like to do that.
Go ahead.
Any additional dice or just force
No,
die?
it should be just force die.
Ooh, 1 light, 2 dark side.
Sorry.
I'll say the 1 light side is probably all you need.
Okay.
And that gives you access to the base power, which is like immediate actions in the future, right?
Vague hints of events to come.
Yeah. So, Savo, as this happens, you focus in to this aspect of the cosmic force that you possess. You sort of reach out on these threads, and you can see the rift whale at supposedly what might be the bottom of a trench. And looking a little bit maybe not agitated, but a little bit lost. Or confused even.
Poor thing.
Okay. But like no worse for wear physically or anything like that?
No, it doesn't seem so.
Okay. What does this mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Can we try to communicate with it somehow? I don't think anybody has speak with animal. Anybody, any tide tamers in chat?
Any tide tamer / influencers in chat?
Yeah, right.
Not I.
Anyone keyed into the living force in chat?
Lame.
Limo.
Well, hey, we're a narrative force using table, dude. So if you
I was about to
try,
say, yeah,
if somebody wants to try and connect with the whale,
some younglings talk to a Gorshon feeder without any training.
Exactly, dude. Who am I to say no?
In the meantime, I would like to turn to Nox. You know, we share that weird force power bond thing. Hey, I saw that thing at the bottom of the rift and he looked lost. Think that means anything for us?
I mean, possible that where it needs to go and where we need to go are the same. Just don't know how we could help it.
Guess there's nothing to do but see what happens.
Shit. We're talking about narrative force. Nobody
Oh,
uses
of
narrative
course,
force.
yes.
Nobody wants to
Get in
use
there.
a narrative
Get in
force. I'd
there.
love to use the narrative force.
In the air.
All right, Appa, what
That's for reach
narrative?
out and
Reach out and do what?
Would you, huh?
Reach out and do what?
Do what?
Yeah.
Tickle. I want to see what the whale sees when it thinks of where it needs to go, or like what it thinks of what's wrong.
That's a great idea. Go ahead and roll your force rating for me here.
Hell yeah. Refreshing. Hell yeah.
2 light side pips. Appa, you're not unfamiliar with this. So as you can see, like the 2 tails working in tandem as you guys are sort of tracking a little bit aft and behind it. You reach out and see what could this thing be looking for in the bottom of this trench. As you connect with its mind, you know that this is some kind of journey. This is like some cyclical trip that they make in their lifespan. And you know that it's hope is kind of a weird thing for a, for, a non-sentient creature. But it expects, or it knows really, that it will find in this spot something to move it into its next phase of life.
Oh.
And it seems to be a trip that these rift whales make in pairs. So as a call was responded to so close to it, it's able to make and move on with this next step.
No, dude. Did I just turn us into a surrogate
Yep.
rift
yeah.
whale?
Let's go.
I mean, that's kind of cool, but
Let's go, Miss Frizzle.
what happens?
We're a female whale now.
Oh no.
Open up the cargo bay, boys.
Wow. Wow. That's
Great.
What's hashtag?
What's up, brother?
Hashtag subreddit dragons fucking cars.
Wow, we got
Not
there.
safe for work
We got
check.
there.
But yeah, so G2E matches pace with it here. They're not very fast creatures by any stretch of the imagination. But they does seem to be moving faster due to the water. And it seems that, or actually G2 will say that the trajectory of the current seems to match up with exactly where the rift whale is heading.
Oh, maybe we should stay along with our friend here. Stick by him or it.
Are we doing like the where we rotate around each other? Are we doing that one?
I would say no. They're not very.
Lame.
They're not very
With
graceful
a
creatures.
football field-sized fucking animal spinning around us?
And just a scene description. So we're going into a rift. So I'm imagining just like a big giant fucking like.
Like the separation of tectonic plates. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And like not a whirlpool, right? Just like
Correct. Yeah. Not a
currents are
world.
just-
Yeah. Yep. Water
Okay.
seems to be being drugged to the
Nice.
bottom. And let's not forget that Gazir is here.
Oh,
Oh hey.
sorry. I thought I was. Oh,
Hey
I was,
Gazir.
I was in
Mr.
Doom's mind the entire time for Starlight Beacon. Oh my fucking god! I was like, man, we're gonna get there.
Hey Gazir. Native to this planet for all your life. What's that thing?
Okay.
What does it do?
Talking about the rift whale.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Well,
We're like fucking looking it up on the computer right next to him.
yeah, I mean,
Expert.
the bay doors open again, and Gazir walks out.
there we go. You might not want to go in there for a while.
Refresher's crazy right now. Yeah, that's.
No, the rift whale. No, it's I've been here my whole life, but it's not too often you get to go to these depths. It's my understanding they kind of live between the shelves. They dwell throughout the deep. I've never been this close to one.
And I will say, Gazir, with your specific knowledge, you know that the Vigilites, the Taurus Vigil
Yeah.
Fomorians, revere these creatures. Something about their rarity and their general living so close in the depths of the,
the core,
oceans has led to legends and things like that about their connection to currents outside of the physical.
That's interesting. Okay. I would mention that as well.
A connection to the flow, as the Fomorians mention it. Call it.
Yeah, I'll mention in some of the old teachings, these creatures were particularly considered to have a extraordinary connection to the Force. Though much has been forgotten about them because of their rarity. Let's see. So what are they doing right now? What are the whales doing right now?
Well, there's only the one, and they are currently heading
Okay.
on the path to the bottom of the trench, it seems.
Okay. So not approaching the ship. We're following it?
We are following it, yeah. So a few more minutes pass as this journey continues even deeper. And originally, whenever, the Justicar was being aquafit, you guys made sure to fit it for it's good for space, but made sure your thrusters could and your external components could stand up to depths that were and pressures that were outside of even what was listed as like the deepest parts of the ocean on Femar. But your like readings on the cockpit for these pressures are much lower, or not as like heavy as they would be in a normal state due to the levels of the oceans being so low.
Okay. So.
The water's draining.
But I'd say maybe 15 minutes go by, and you see that the rift whale sort of levels out, as you can now see in the spotlights, like the sort of craggy bottom of the ravine, and it just sort of begins to circle, and sort of levels out and just sort of begins to circle at the bottom, like it's looking for something. And it's sort of on that like tilt axis, so the one big eye on the top can scan the bottoms and the walls as it circles. And before you, in maybe not exactly a huge opening or anything like that, there seems to be a sort of like smoky, almost like purple miasma-esque pool on the in this like spot, maybe 50 foot like circumference, or 50 foot not radius, but I forget what the long version of the radius is. Any Outro 1 takers in chat?
Yeah. So is it emanating
diameter,
from the rift or
yes. Is what emanating from the rift?
This miasma.
So it seems to just be, so the rift itself seems to be the miasma-esque sort of appearance, like this puddle, this 50-foot wide puddle.
Okay.
And that G2E points out, the water seems to be being pulled into it. Like the center point of the current seems to be going into this puddle.
How does the whale seem to interact with that?
It seems to be, like Sabo saw, it's like circling like it's looking for something that's supposed to be here.
Okay. So, would the Justicar be able to fit in that hole? In the rift? Or not quite?
50 foot wide, I would say the Justicar, probably.
Okay.
Really? Do we want to try that?
I don't want to try and get out.
Question:
Is there
a way for us to kind of like nose down, so we can actually like get a look into the hole, or?
It doesn't. It seems to be like you can't see through it. It's like a.
Like a lagoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this purple substance doesn't seem to be like disrupted by the water. It seems like the water is like flowing through it, but you don't see it like reacting. It just seems like a slate of this sort of like optical illusion-y substance.
Lawrence, do you want to try and get a sample of the water over there?
Lawrence,
That's a good idea.
not here.
Oh, my bad.
That you know.
Wait,
Lawrence is
Don's here.
definitely not
Okay.
on the ship.
Lawrence
No,
is
that's
definitely not here.
No
Oh.
way.
That's right. Man, I sure wish we had Lawrence here to try and get a sample of this. Maybe we should try and take one to get back to him whenever we make it back to Point Riptide.
You hear a thump under the table.
Yeah, right.
Where's Lawrence now? Do we know? We don't know.
No.
He's
No.
Okay.
back at the Riptide.
He's around.
He's back at Point Riptide, of course.
Okay. Okay.
Does anybody know the correct procedure for taking a water sample? Don't you just go out there with a jar and scoop it up?
Which would be even funnier if you guys weren't in a disconnected cockpit
Yeah.
from the rest of the ship.
The puddle. Would it be big enough for the whale to fit through?
It does not seem like the whale could fit through.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I wonder if maybe it's usually bigger.
Gazoo, that does cross your mind. However, like with the oceans haven't done this in forever. Like this is rarer than
Okay. Can I
anything
make
else.
Can I make like a force insight check on the rift?
Yeah.
Give me actually what I want from you is a specifically I want you to give me a discipline check with your force rating.
Okay.
No difficulty.
How do I do that?
So now if you go to your sheet and click your
Yeah.
discipline force die, it'll pull up the pool for you and you can add your
baby.
force rating to it.
You said no difficulty?
Yep, no difficulty.
Okay. Let me refresh. I think I rolled.
Boy, did you. Oh, wait.
Not yet.
Did I?
Hit roll again. Hit roll is Gazier.
Okay. This is way better. My God. Roll is Gazier. I think that
There
went
it
through.
goes. Yeah, there it goes.
Hey.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
All
Gazier,
right.
do
Oh
you-
wow, yeah.
Gazier, do you want to pop on this dark side pip?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll listen to it. I'll entertain it.
Gazia, you shouldn't be doing that.
You don't even know what I'm feeling,
I
old man.
felt that through the force. Give me a hand, young man.
As I'm like seeing mind-opening, mind-altering
Yeah. So
visions of empires long gone.
Oh, God.
So focusing on the rift, as you said, which is a fitting name.
Yeah.
You know that it is constructed. It has been, maybe not placed, probably isn't the right word, but it has been like activated, if you will, here.
I see.
So this is not
so-
a natural occurrence.
So would I know enough to know that there are natural occurrences of these, or if there are not at all?
You would I would say, Gazier, you would, with 5 successes, you would say that there are probably no natural occurrences
Okay.
of these.
Okay. Interesting. So I'm wondering, and would I have any insight as to what that whale would be looking for?
Not particularly, but
Okay.
with what Savo saw with this foresee, and with what little scrapings that you have, you know that like the legends or like what people say point to this leading to the next step of the Rift Whale's like life, like the next stage of their lifespan. So it's not like people don't know if they like go down and like eat something, find something that like, you know, allows them to mate, or that like kills them, or what. Nobody's for certain.
Okay.
But and with it here, you know that I would say like with this connection, you know that the like the microbes and all like your little beings that live in the water are being like pushed through the rift like with the water itself.
Okay.
It is going someplace else.
Okay. So maybe he's trying to feed or something like that, and it's just
Wait a
not got sucked through.
Wait a minute. Does this look anything like the time we opened up a fuck, what was his name? The ashy guy.
Sugan?
Sugan? Does this look like that?
You know, that one might have been opened by a certain Uko Gruli's great saber, by one Nox Faust Ordo currently aboard the ship. But seeing the water flow through it and begin to rapidly fill the chamber underneath Arcanus, where you guys were stopping and ashing,
Interesting.
does not look dissimilar at all.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey,
I thought you
Nox.
just pulled that out of your ass, Nox.
Nox, doesn't this look
What?
like that time you opened the portal on Arcanus?
I can't tell.
I know. That was the joke.
Doesn't this feel the same?
What do you mean look at?
The camera pans to eye bandit or bandana Knox.
Just looking at the wall.
Hey, Nox, look at that.
Yeah, what?
That's awesome. That's comedy.
Nox, doesn't this feel like the time you used that lightsaber to open up the portal and drown Sugan?
Now that you mention it, little bit. Is it like kind of shimmering and
Yeah.
like? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Would you say that there is a
shimmering
shimmer,
mist.
Jacob?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well,
Nox, important question. Do you still have Uko Gruli's great saber on you, or have you left it at the academy?
I feel
Because
like
I know it's on your character sheet still, so that's the only
Yeah.
reason I'm asking.
I think I would have left it at the academy and just kept mine.
In case somebody needed it, of course. What do you need two for?
Yeah,
I think Azir would have seen the sick great saber at the academy.
Yeah.
We shouldn't leave this here.
But Nox, as they mention it, you can feel still with your sense active. You can feel that the Rift Whale is still, looking for something. And it seems to be like that it knows that it's supposed to be like in this spot. I don't know if it would cross Nox's mind to attempt to widen this rift, but that certainly is something that he could try.
To let the whale pass through it. I think, yeah. Well, like I can just feel a little bit of what this rift whale's feeling, and I mean, it's definitely searching for something. It's a little anxious. I think it wants to go through this puddle. G2E, it has the pressure readings. Are they still survivable?
Oh, absolutely. Pressure readings currently are reading like normal mid-depth travel. Nothing we haven't,
Yeah.
nothing you haven't gone out in before.
Not even extreme, which is bizarre because we're at the crust.
Yeah, aren't we way down here?
Oh yeah.
That's kind of weird, man.
White.
In case you
Jacob,
guys
what's
go
the
ahead.
gravitational pull of this planet?
In case you guys haven't forgot, the oceans have receded far enough to reveal or like to dry up whole cities that have been underwater for like generations. Like where where we jumped to the night levels.
Yeah.
Like that last city had been submerged for like as long as anyone could remember, and every inch of it was dry out of water now.
Hmm.
Hell of water.
Where is this shit going?
Only one
Home.
way to find out.
There is only one way to find out.
Through the mystery magic hole.
Boing.
So, Nox?
Would not, because I think whenever Nox did the Uko Grula thing, he was channeling it through the saber.
He
doesn't
was.
have the power itself.
He doesn't.
Can you guys think of any way we could open this up a little wider, get our
But-
friend through?
But that doesn't matter.
Mm.
You have been submerged in this place for 2 years. You have been in this distinct feeling of the Force and its local experiences for 2 years, a tenth of your life. You've been in this specific part of the cosmic force for actually longer than any other type out in the galaxy at large that you were conscious of. Now, it does take 3 pips,
Mm.
so you might need some help.
I can help.
Hey, I'd be glad to get you.
Hold on. I have something for this.
Oh, you do?
Any God, what's it called? Now the learners in chat.
Ooh.
Yep.
Now the
Well,
master.
Now the master.
Oh wait, no. Once a learner.
Yeah.
Yeah, once a learner. As an action, suffer force strain and let one ally within short range increase their force rating by a number equal to your character's force rating until the end of the round. So you can add an additional 3 force die
Oh
to your roll,
God.
brother man.
That's insane.
Wow.
I'll take my strain.
Okay,
I
so
say, Nox, I'm with you, brother. That ass.
All right, we're in this
Now-
together. Just make sure I'm pointed the right way. And he goes back.
Hold on, what? Hold on a second. Right, okay, right here.
now this is a astrogation check, base. So, Chris, what's your intellect? Solid.
2.
Do you have an astrogation rate?
No.
Okay, so Nox, you'll get a boost die as well from this for unassisted or unskilled. It is a hard check, so it should be 2 greens, the boost, 3 purples, and 5 force die.
5 big ones. 5
Five-
of the ones
five-
that matter.
5 big ones, if you will.
Oh, right.
5 of the ones
S'il vous
that
plaît.
matter. Hey, go ahead and
Because-
upgrade that thing too.
yeah,
Come
I
on,
was
man.
just gonna say, we
Yeah.
don't flip
wait, it's actually loading by itself now. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
These guys don't have
You have,
lives.
so you have 5 light side. It actually lines up perfectly. 2 light sides gives you a success, and then you need the 3 pips to activate. Now, you do have 2 dark side pips, and you do still have 3 threats. So if you want to wipe those threats out, you can spend those leftover dark side pips on that.
I think yes.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Take the fucking strain. Take the fucking strain.
Take the strain. Take the strain.
You know, nah. We'll just turn back around.
But so Savo,
Yeah.
what does, and Notch, I should say, what does the combining of your powers and the Force look like? How do you lend your strength to Notch?
Fusion.
So like physical description or like through the Force description?
Well, you already gave us a physical.
Oh, okay.
You already lined him up to the glass.
That's true. Let me consult my notes quickly. Because I can't remember what I said. Control F. View. Nope. Force. Way too many.
You might have to free ball it.
I think I remember.
I mean, I think, at least for Nox's part of it, like it's, like he kind of keeps sense up most of the time as kind of a way to see, but that it's very short range, and like so as he begins to focus, it kind of like fog of war just like starts working its way out, and like he can see his hands again, can see like the ship again, and then it goes past at this like huge portal, and I think like his influence of the Force just kind of like almost like an extension of his hands, like reaches out, touches the portal, and begins to try to just literally like push it aside.
Hell yeah. And it does these ethereal Nox hands in your mind's eye that I think Savo sees as well. The portal stretches even wider to the edges of the bottom of the cleft into probably double the size. As it does, I mean, you feel the strain automatically or like pretty much instantaneously hit you. This is no small feat. The rush of the current does not increase. The water still seems to be flowing into it at the same rate. But now, you hear like a chirp reverberating, sort of like bounce off the hole from the rift whale. And you see its eye take on this like light blue glow as it orients itself back over the rift. And looks like it jumps to light speed, like it stretches out to infinity just for a second before it disappears into the rift.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
I gotta know where he went.
And if
Did you guys see that?
No, what are you talking about?
Oh no, that happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, we all saw it. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
Okay,
I lost track for a second.
No,
There.
you're good.
Yeah.
Does the Justicar still have a hyperdrive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it work?
It does. And also,
I
this
Thought
is
we were limping through on like a
oh yeah,
lower class type drive.
you're on your emergency backup. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it still technically counts.
Yeah.
It's a class 15, which is not it's actually I think the lowest rating. But
The
it
lowest,
still
yeah,
works.
it is. Yeah.
That's what me and Clith Colteth, Declan and Clith Colteth got to Vanway's retreat on.
I think it took you guys
Oh,
like
you're
6
insane.
months.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
X-wing cockpit.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of nutrient paste.
Tell me about it.
But the good news is the astrogation check of the stride basic power covers this.
Nice.
So if you tell G2 to line it up and punch it, you can follow the rift whale through the rift.
Let's do it.
It sounds dangerous as
That's
shit.
That's what we're here
yeah.
for.
Path is open. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, well, G2E, take us in.
In where?
Kind of point
At the
that direction. Oh, sorry. That direction.
Who's at the engineer station?
I'll do it.
Whoever's sitting, yeah, Apple was
it.
at the comms. He like the dome rotates back and he just tells you, hey, disengage the securities on the hyperdrive that prevent you from jumping towards mass objects.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
Ooh.
I hate that you said it like
Yeah, me too.
that.
Hey, gosh, the computers don't know.
That's true. G2 probably thinks it's a wall.
Oh yeah, G2 is looking at this rift thing and like, I don't know what, like he just saw a whale disappear in front of him.
Yeah.
And it's
Shit, gotta get these sensors checked.
I turn off the safety switch.
you gotta punch like the "Are you sure?" yes command like 5 times.
100%.
Are you sure? Yes.
Yep.
Are you positive? Yes. Are you absolutely sure? Yes.
You
It's
will
not
Like when
not.
I turn off my traction control of the car.
Right. But G2E maneuvers the thrusters around, floats around, and pushes the hyperdrive lever forward. And you guys see that rift and like the little bubbles and streaks of discoloration stretch out like hyperspace in front of you. You guys jump. And you find yourself in what appears to be some form of hyperspace.
Hyperspace. Interesting.
As you guys are here, it's not necessarily an expanse of stars, but there are celestial objects that you can see. Planetoids, rocks maybe. You're not really sure. They're just sort of like shadowed out. What you can see, gleaming bright far off in the distance, is what, let's see, who was there for that? Savo and Nox, whenever you guys were on Dantooine and talked with the Great One, the Great Bafflor Tree, it talked about its roots spreading out throughout the galaxy, connecting it as one large being. And way off in the distance, you can see this silhouetted root system of a tree that looks like maybe 5% like lit up. Like somebody's drawing a tree from the inside out, and like 5% of the lines have been finished on the inside. And past that, you can see this crisscross expanse of what looks like bridges made of light that arc over and around and twist and go to points that, or connect to points that you can't see. And out in front of you, you see the Rift Whale swimming in between all these walkways and celestial objects. You guys follow behind.
What does it feel like in the Force here?
Weird.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Weird.
Oh my.
Like nothing we've ever felt before?
100%.
I'm wondering, does it feel like the weird hyperspace where everything turned green and we started falling through nothing
Not
in the
quite.
last campaign?
Not quite. Who in this party has been through a stride gate before?
Definitely not.
Ooh,
Mine.
what a question.
I think Nox. Nox, have you been through one?
I don't think
Yes,
I
Nox
myself
definitely has. Yes, Nox has.
Went through.
Whenever we got our crystals before we went to. You remember that place with the little?
Wait,
It was filled with a cave of like crazy shit, and they were looking at us when we went to the tree.
The
I took the
Kinrath
whole
cave,
party
yeah.
through us.
That's
Stride-
right.
stride
You
gate,
did.
yeah.
You did. That's right. So Nox and,
And also-
Sabo have been through one.
also, haven't we been through a stride tree or a stride gate whenever we went and visited Sugan?
Gazir. Yeah, Sugan.
with-
Yeah, that's right.
That's true. Yes.
yep.
Who
So
was
the-
the old?
And
Sunstriders
Czar.
did that. Yeah.
Old Cyber-
Czar.
Yes. So, it feels like you're in that weird third space.
Oh, the pathways. Okay,
Huh.
What
that makes
was
sense.
It was space between.
Yeah. So to describe it, it
The
was like
world
pathways
between
of
worlds,
parts.
perhaps.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Wait a minute. They're all dead.
So,
Clone Wars told me so. Dave Filoni told me so.
so, like G2E is having to like manipulate the ship like through this space. Just like whenever you guys went through the stride gates, you had to walk down the pathways to go to those places. Like you didn't just appear there. You actually had to physically travel through this space to the other gate.
Yeah.
And it seems that you guys are doing that right now.
Do we get a sense, like looking down branches of? Oh, have we seen any branches of the pathway, or is it just one continuous long pathway?
So you guys, as of right now, actually aren't on one of like the actual light bridges. You
Okay.
guys are like in the spaces in between. There aren't many,
Oh,
but you can see them
Okay.
stretching out and like spiraling and
Okay.
crisscrossing, and you're passing by some of them. But you can't see where they end. Like you don't see any of like the actual gateway endpoints
Yeah.
or anything like that. You can just see like the bridges themselves.
Okay.
I wish I would have either taken notes or we were recording our original Star Wars session from Sulfur.
Yeah.
Whenever Declan had his like kind of vision thing where he was walking the pathway of light.
Yeah.
I wish I could relive that moment and remember everything about it. Because I feel like that is this.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
I ain't been
stride- it's
doing all
just
this for nothing.
Crazy.
I would.
a- Have you seen any other whales?
Funny enough that you ask. Yes, out further to like in like crisscross paths.
Oh, okay.
And as you
I think I
guys
see what's going
actually,
on here.
as you guys actually pass one of like you're going over one of these bridges.
Yeah.
As you look down on it, you can see things walking on it. Doesn't look
Things.
like
Yeah.
humanoids. They look like creatures of some kind. You can't. They're too far away. You can't quite make them out. But it
I
seems like a
think-
pack of creatures, like a
Okay.
herd of animals,
Okay.
traveling down a path.
I think
Oh my god.
the whale. I think his partner slipped through the rift, and it was circling looking for his partner.
Also, because you would know that the legends say that these things are like immeasurably ancient.
Okay.
Like they live like they're
Forever.
like
Yeah.
precursors of time stuff. Whether that's
Okay.
true or not, you're not sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
But with
Holy
that
shit!
being
This is proto hyperspace, dude.
with that being said, because
Where
here
is it
for
now?
like whenever you say that, oh, its partner or its pair must have slipped
Yeah.
through one of the rifts. If it was like full grown in this size, that would mean that its partner slipped through a rift
Bigger.
maybe 1,500 years ago.
Okay. Wow.
Oh my god.
Let me see something real quick. Could I use my C-Shaper talent to try and kind of connect with this pathway?
Towards what end?
Almost a similar way as using like a 4C, not necessarily a 4C, but like getting a look down one of the pathways, specifically the main one.
The one you're
Or
on?
getting a sense, getting a sense for what may be lying at the end.
Give me a force check. Yeah.
Okay. Difficulty?
No difficulty, just your force stuff.
Okay. Let me try one more time. Roll as this here. Did that go through?
Let's see.
Oh, the first one. It would be the first one.
Refresh.
So just one dark side pip.
Okay. Would you
I
like
actually
to?
rolled two.
Would you like to use it?
Again, yeah. We got to know what's going on here.
That's right.
So
That's
I think.
right. Make sure you have your 2 strain marked down, by the way, for your 2 dark side
Okay.
usage. Gazir, you seek to. This is knowledge that has been whispered about and has been lost, and like the greatest sages of the people that your beliefs align with have been like ostracized and like hunted for. And the allure of connecting and knowing, getting a glimpse even of what that knowledge could be, is too big to pass up.
Yep.
So naturally, you push yourself to the limit to try and connect with this, and you do. At the end of this pathway, you know that it is another place. You do not know if it is indistinct or different from the Femar that you have left, but from the glimpse of what you can see in the cavern that you arrive in, or where this thing deposits, it seems to mark and share like the rock similarities and what like flora and fauna that you can see shares the similarities with Femar.
I mean, that makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
It's just a tunnel.
Yeah. Well,
Kinda.
yeah. It tracks. So where am I at? In any sense, what it's all converging to? If not,
Where's the
it's fine.
trunk?
I would say you're unsure. doesn't seem clear.
Well, I guess on we go.
And eventually, this pathway reaches an end. And you can see the rift whale in front of you stretch back out through the gate that looks very similar to the one you guys went through, just from the opposite side. You guys do the same.
And what do we see?
Actually, I think I want this one. Yeah, buddy. As the stretch out of your little micro jump finishes, you are in Gazir, what you could only potentially believe would be the cradle. It is a open expanse. It seems to stretch out like a Minecraft world, if you will.
Yeah.
Flat forever.
Underwater?
No.
Okay.
However, whenever you arrive here, you see that, you know that for a fact now that the water from the oceans is not draining here.
Yeah.
There is no water spilling out or anything like that. But whenever you get here, high above you, you can see packs of rift whales, like in groupings of dozens, seemingly flying, swimming through the air in this space. Up, down, all around, markers of, canyons and things like that. And it looks like nothing you've ever seen before. It's like this sort of like orange, sort of like spongy almost looking material. It seems to be a rock, like solid of some kind. But it is alien even to the homeworlds of everyone here. And even the studied individuals. It doesn't look like soil or, rock composite that anyone is familiar with. And there are other creatures here as well that you haven't seen before or aren't familiar with. G2E immediately lets you guys know that all of his readings are nonsensical and like astronomic all over the charts.
Oh no.
How long were we like jumping for? How long were we in the world between?
Oh,
worlds?
maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. With a normal Class 15 hyperdrive, would there be any way to estimate like how far we've traveled? Like based,
Yeah.
obviously it's not the same as hyperspace, but like.
So,
Hold on.
I would have to look up the chart, but like at that rate, so 5 minutes with like a class 15, you would probably be in like the same solar system.
Okay.
So you'd go from like Corellia to like Tralis, or like Earth to Mars, effectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can make a little distance, but
No.
Hold on. That was supposed to go to Chris.
It did go to Chris.
Oh, I sent it to him first.
That's fucking
On
funny.
accident. I misclicked.
That's fucking funny.
Well, what happened?
Nothing.
Okay, so a
Nothing
class
at all.
1 So based off of this Star Wars EU Reddit post,
Excellent.
Class
Excellent.
1
Excellent.
hyperdrive has a speed of about 1.85 light years per minute. That's Class 1.
I think they get astronomically slower as you go down the classes as well.
Okay.
Oh boy. Well,
Hyperdrive. Classes. Oh, here's the classifications. Oh, just kidding. You said within the same solar system?
Yeah, roughly. Off a total guess.
Okay. And that's for regular hyperspace.
Right, correct.
Okay. I feel like this would be kind of knowledge that is sort of innate. Like you could kind of estimate.
Yeah, you'd be like,
For
yeah,
someone
if
who's
I,
like,
it'd be like driving a regular car. Yeah, if I
Yeah.
go down the interstate at 60, it'll take me an hour.
Yeah,
to
okay.
get wherever,
So this
yeah.
isn't like we're not sitting here crunching numbers.
No,
Like,
no.
5 minutes, Class 15 hyperdrive. We're probably not on the same planet anymore, right?
You would think like that must be the case, like without a doubt. Yeah.
Okay. So where are we? What does it look like?
It looks like this expanse of this weird orange rock outcroppings as like a land. But more importantly, the reason that Gazir, well, not that he said this, but that Gazir thinks he might be in the cradle, as it says, is pretty much the only real, true, distinct verticality is this like crescent-shaped outcropping of rock that kind of like terminates in a bowl that seems to have liquid of some kind flowing out like an open front of it down onto the ground below, and the only form and look of like life in any real case out here up in that little bowl-shaped feature. So like trees and other animals congregating there, things like that.
and I would kind of, I guess I don't know.
And so, what is the cradle?
Well, let
As
me
Gazir would
message Jake
understand.
and make sure I am on the same page.
Go ahead. I'm ready. Because I'm sure we are. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm sure we are. Probably.
Maybe?
Possibly.
I'm let's see.
Maybe not.
Let me get down here. Ah, yes.
Okay.
Locked in.
Okay.
That's what
Cool.
10 years of bot lane League of Legends will do
I
to you,
think so.
folks. You get locked in.
Okay. So, I'll ask, who here is familiar with Tourist Vigil?
I would say probably Nox in
Yeah.
passing relation like with Joom and traveling with Joom, and then Savo through like word of mouth and reports from that.
Okay. So, we're quickly leaving reality and entering the world of folklore. But that's seeming, the difference between the two is seeming ever smaller. This is the place, it was said, two ancient figures as powerful as you can imagine. The progenitors of the brothers of the waves, the mother and the father, were said to have had their battle here and continue to do so. And the elders at Tourist Vigil have historically watched and waited for signs of their return. And I do believe that this is the cradle.
So where's the mother and father?
I'm sure we'll find out.
I hope not.
Oh, hey, Appa, I need you to make me a discipline check.
Yeah, Appa,
formidable
you're going
difficulty.
fucking nuts right now.
This shit's a little strong. What's it against?
Formidable. 5
Ooh,
purples.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Damn.
Get fucked down.
Damn.
Oh.
Let's go.
Was he the goat?
In the middle of the day.
He's not the GOAT, because that's 4 failures, but he does have a sweet triumph attached to it.
Wow, he's a goat.
Appa. You know, things have been guiding you, for many, 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 many years. In ways that have transcended reality sometimes in their occurrences. And as your eyes like fall upon this cradle, everything seems a little bit too real to you. All of a sudden, like it awashes inside of you and over you, in a sense that, whereas maybe you had a, speckle of doubt that maybe it was your mind failing you or some other sense being able to lead you down pathways that had been working out for you, that no longer exists. You know that there are distinct things here that have been reaching out to you your entire life, or as far as you can remember. And you know that for some reason, all the way across notes. Find the right note. Find the right note. It's in here. It's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. No. I literally just saw it earlier.
No.
Oh, so like all the way back on a Gobada, which is immeasurably far away in real space and even in your mind now that you've been on Femar. You know that those things have been originating from here. And you can feel their distinct presence that has always been fleeting when they come upon you in your mind. Inside the crate.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh no, we broke Appa. I don't like this anymore.
So, what would you like your triumph to be?
Shit, dude.
That's a crazy question.
Yeah, that's a crazy question. Dacklin's Actor.
Yeah.
Victory.
I can't
Dacklin's
wait
Jack
to
Dog
see
strike
how
another victory above Corellia.
I can't wait to see how successful they've been.
Oh,
They've had
What do
they've-
you know, baby?
They've had a stroke of luck, unlike that which the galaxy has never seen.
they're the D Quincy High School Fighting Tiger.
Real.
I don't know. Can I pass an upgrade with a triumph? Is that a thing?
I mean, you could, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
pass an upgrade to the next check.
Very good.
And the cradle. How could I reach the cradle?
With your ship, probably.
Reach it. We're there.
The ship that we're on.
G2's dome like spins around to like look at all of you like individually.
See if we're freaking out. So what does it look like when you say it's flat? What does the floor look like? Like what is it? Is it man-made? Is it natural appearing? Or is
It seems to be like this sort of like
A
orange
sterilized mix of the
igneous rock kind of
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
And it has like, you know, hills and elevation change. It's not just totally
Okay,
flat.
okay,
But there's no like
okay.
huge mountains or anything like that.
Okay.
Other than
okay.
the one like tabletop spire that
Yeah.
comes out that the cradle's
And
on
then
top of.
no notable landmarks.
Not really.
Okay.
But after G2's eye dome spins around to look at everybody, he does say out loud, I'm not sure what all of you are so entranced by, but if you're looking at things, I don't see them.
Huh?
So someone else is going to need to fly the ship if you are trying to go somewhere.
Wait, he doesn't see anything?
How can you not see anything?
Because
You
it's
see-
What
it's
does-
not physical.
There could
He's
be a
not in the
reason.
cradle.
Oh.
What does he see though?
That's outside of his computational limits.
1 to 0.
He's not seeing physical
G2,
landmarks.
take a screenshot and put it on the
Doesn't
main
work that
screen.
way. 1970s tech.
No
Wait.
screenies.
All analog.
No screeny weenies.
Here's my
unfortunately.
raw computational data. 526 pages of binary.
That's the good shit right there.
NASA code to the moon manual.
Yeah. And do we see the whale that we were following, or did it not come with us? That one
Oh
in
yeah,
particular.
yeah. You do see it like going off towards one of the other pods of whales, though. Like it seems to be, going off.
Okay.
Off.
I think-
I say off course, but
I think it's only fitting, since I have the most background with this, that I take control of the ship with my one astrogation.
now, fortunately, I'm not going to make you make any checks. But
Okay.
Please take control.
but
Yeah.
G2 will have like the pilot seat slide back out on the rail so he can get
Okay.
his spindle legs out from underneath it,
Okay.
and put himself somewhere else.
Does G2E like sitting? Does
Oh,
he like to sit?
It's a great question.
Easier on the servos.
Because he did used to just have like the pod that he waddled into in the middle of the center console, but now you know,
He likes using his legs.
yeah, makes you feel more free.
Squatting.
To prevent myself from perhaps perceiving anything that would cause my memory core to become corrupted, I am going to head down into the engine bay and power down until one of you comes and turns me back on.
Okay.
I'll come and turn you back on, G2E. Don't worry.
Thank
I got
you.
you.
Small one. Try not to get any Dorito dust on me whenever you do. Door slides close as the mini lift goes down. And Gazir's in the passenger or the pilot seat of tech that he's just recently become accustomed to.
Hey, this is a perfect learning opportunity. My teacher brain kicks in.
Yeah, does someone else want a co-pilot? I can't really navigate.
Yes, I will co-pilot.
Oh, perfect.
Thank God.
I was hoping we would get this beautiful moment.
Well, where do you
So,
guys go? Or what do you want to do
question.
first? Yeah.
Question.
I'm following the pack of whales.
Just to clarify the rules, I can pass when I'm co-piloting. I give Noah my yellow dice.
Yeah. If you're
And there's
skilled
no
in
way
it,
for
or
me to
a
give
boost
him-
or a boost die, for
Okay. And there's no way for me to give him my green dice, right?
no, I don't believe so. Unless
Oh,
I would have to
okay.
double check. But if it's normally like a group check, yeah, like you would get the better pool.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could we do piloting as a group check?
Sure.
I'm not too worried
why
about it
not?
right now.
Yeah,
I'm
me
metagaming.
neither. Yes. You won't need it, but yeah,
Yeah,
in the case
okay.
that you would,
Never mind.
yes.
Never
If I run into something here, we've got bigger problems.
That's correct.
Okay.
So yeah, but
Yeah, I just want to gently steer up so as to not spook the whales, and I want to follow the whales.
all right. So you
See
follow
where they're
up.
migrating.
Follow up, join the pod. They're sort of crisscross waiting around. They seem to be just doing their thing. But you seem to catch this one at the right time, because as the rift whale that you were following joins the pod, the call, which sounds entirely different now, like it barely even registers now, like without the reverberation through the water.
Yep.
Like you have to pick it up through your comm station. They all chirp and call to each other and begin to head back en masse towards the waterfall that's out of the front of the crate.
Okay. Oh, I kind of want to do that too.
You fall in pack with it.
Waterfall. So it's just geysering over
Pretty
into
much.
nothing, or okay.
Yep, down to the sort of orange igneous rock below.
Okay. Orange igneous rock being lava or no?
No, like
Okay.
like super porous, like pumice,
Okay.
but super
Okay.
like raw and
Cool.
yeah.
Be a rookie mistake not to ask that question.
That's that's right. So yeah, it doesn't take long. And as you get closer, there's like birds and different other flying creatures that you see hanging out, and like that have like built nests on like the mountain that is the spire itself, like the base of the cradle. So as you approach, they fly by in like V formations and just swarms and things like that flying around.
And being from Fimar, are these native to Fimar, or could they be from another planet?
Not that you guys see a whole bunch of them, but yeah, they seem like tropical birds.
Okay.
And as you approach, like the whales like go up the waterfall effectively, not necessarily in it, but on that same angle. As you guys approach this water that's falling over, you guys see a little mini pack, like what looks like a family. So like one big Gorshon feeder and like four small ones swimming up the actual waterfall itself into the cradle.
That's crazy.
Big squid,
okay.
Big squid
Is there
tentacles propelling themselves up the current.
Is there a collection of water at the bottom? Like, is there like a pool or an ocean or a sea or a lake? Or
It
anything?
seems like a river, almost like the water
Okay.
goes off and just sort of follows path of resistance off into the horizon.
Okay. Well, I mean, unless you guys have any other ideas, I might just follow the path of the water.
May as well.
Okay.
Now, speaking that, paying more attention to it, the water is flowing up.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Low. Nothing makes
Um,
sense down here. I see.
no.
I was just about to say that too.
Did we notice that it was going into or out of the little gate we came through, or no?
No, it didn't look like the water from the rift that you guys went through.
Okay.
The water was going through something in reality there,
Okay.
but it wasn't being deposited here into the
Okay.
cradle.
Okay. Well, then maybe we would follow the origin of the water. Yeah.
I think you got a better idea than any of us right now.
Yeah. I'm going that way.
Sounds good.
So the origin of the water will be away from the cradle, down.
Oh, would it?
the-
Okay.
Yeah, because it's flowing up. So it seems like the water.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why
why.
I was thinking that was going back towards where we came from. Yeah, I would follow it up then.
Very good. So that follows the whales.
Okay. Yeah.
The whales seem to fly over.
They've got a read on this.
And the cradle is a massive place. It's not just like an island. Like it is a huge feature of land. And as you crest over the top of this opening, it is like the most lush, like effectively tropical island that you could imagine. With this huge lake in the middle of it, and land that looks pretty much exactly similar to like Femar during like the summer. Like it has the same tropical trees, same sandy sort of layers of land around the middle of this massive lake. And yeah, it seems like somebody like scooped it out of Femar and put it here.
Interesting. Well, yeah. The lake is the center point. The center.
The lake is the center of it. Yeah.
Okay, I think we'll head towards the lake. Is it like the water's flowing towards the lake as well?
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
So
Any red flags pop up as we go?
not really,
Okay.
other than like everything, I guess. If you
Yeah,
if you think about
Any
it that
particularly
way.
red flags?
No,
yeah.
not really. Not that stick out crazily. As you fly up and over, put his headset back on. He'll want to hear this.
Say what you
Hey.
will about BF.
Hey Jake.
What's up?
What's the name of your knight level character again? Is it Thuna?
Yes,
What was her race again?
Whoa.
she was a Rhodian.
No way.
Rhodian.
Wait. Will.
What?
Thuna X Cassia.
Heck. No, I had tried to draw. I was drawing fucking nude art of her from memory, but I'm now realizing I fucked it up pretty bad.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's hot.
Well, what the fuck, man?
Gonna make R34 of all the characters, bro.
That's all.
All the legal age ones, man.
I'm
Of course,
frankly,
of course.
I'm a fan.
Heck.
What's the
You
legal age
started.
of an alien?
I don't know.
Whoa. You know, these
Whatever age doesn't make people go.
And so we get into lolly porn is totally fine.
I already had to read a scholarly article about that once in my life. I don't really want to do it again.
I remember you telling me about that guy who did that.
I'll never forget.
That still blows my mind.
I tell that story to anybody. Anytime my college experience comes up about my criminal justice major, I make sure to tell that story. It's very important.
It's hilarious.
That was a formative
wonder where
nature of me being like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
I wonder where that guy is now.
Hopefully nowhere around children of any age.
Much agreed.
Hopefully he did not get a job as a counselor like he said at one point in class at one time.
Oh
Jesus.
my.
Yeah. Who knows?
Damn, I was pretty close. I just didn't get the fucking ears right, bro.
All right, sorry, I'm here.
Oh, you're good. As you crest over and fly closer to the center of the lake, on the far side of the shore, there is a structure. They are unlike anything that the Fomorians have built underwater, but there is a similarity to an ancient ruin that was built above water on Femar that has just been kind of forgotten about. It was nothing special on Femar. There was no like interior rooms or anything like that, but it very much is like a constructed like rock block or rock brick pyramid, like that has the top like lopped off. It's just flat on the top. Which, surprisingly enough, looks like you could land the Justicar on relatively easily.
Wow.
It was made for us.
I'm saying.
Perfect.
Who would I be to deny it?
Dom, you still with us, bud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, you fly over, set her down. Landing goes normally. It lands like there's something there.
Yep.
And you know, all these animals are able to survive out in this space. So you think that you guys probably all can as well.
Laud waits for someone else to test his theory.
Gazira will go. No problem.
Savo. Oh yeah. Wait, we have Mr. Underwater Liver.
Yeah. We're not underwater though, it seems, huh?
Correct.
So are we in like another plane or are we in like space? Like I'm confused.
The
Good
best way I could describe it is probably another plane.
Okay.
You're supposed
Is
to
what
be.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
I'm confused. Good. Keep thinking.
Yeah. But yeah, Gazira will hop out.
But yeah, if you really wanted to, like, you could go to like the airlock, and like
What it?
test it that way.
Yeah.
But either way, however Gazir decides to check, whether that's through the boarding ramp or through the airlock, there is no like pressure difference that like sucks you out or anything like that.
No.
It's just like
Yeah.
a regular starship landing. Hisses
Yeah,
of
I
the
think I just-
hydraulics as the door opens.
I'd check the airlock for the gas content and see if I could breathe, and then yeah.
Yep. And seems nominal to female.
Okay. Yep. Go for it.
And you're able to walk out into a beautiful, crisp, sunny, 75 degrees, slight breeze in the trees, the lapping of waves in the lake greet your ears.
I kind of gesture to one of the sensor cameras on the outside and say, "Come on." Maybe in the cockpit if they can see me from there.
So I'll step out. Oh yeah, buddy.
Balon follows suit.
You guys are good to go to walk out into the cradle.
This almost feels sacrilegious. The
Why
most
is that?
sacred of areas from mythology, and we're just tromping around in our starship
Gotta
in
be.
combat boots.
Nox, your fog of war almost entirely disappears here. You can see through the force in a way that you have not had like since you had like your eyes. Like you're seeing things pretty normally. Like, and you don't even like notice at first. It takes you a little while before you're like, oh wait, oh shit, I can see those trees across the lake on the other side.
Yeah. Wait, guys, I can see. I like just like
Wait, what?
hold my hand.
I hold up my fingers.
3 feet.
How many am I holding up? No. I had one behind my back.
Okay.
You're still
every
blind,
time.
buddy.
Just like
You're still
look
blind.
around. And do I still have the bandages on my face?
Oh yeah, like if you pull the your bandana or your cloth off, your eyes are still like mangled.
Oh yeah. Did my eyes heal themselves? Sabo, check. Do they look good?
No, they do not look good.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh,
They
sorry.
do not look good. I gotta be quiet. I forgot.
Put that thing away, bro.
Well, I mean, I guess. Like, do you guys must feel it too? This place is just I don't. The
Fuzzy.
force just is amplified.
And is it?
Yeah, did it kind of retain that same energy we had in between?
Oh, stronger.
Yeah.
Gazir, you said this place was the home of the mother and father?
Maybe home, but it certainly is where they're said to be engaged. An eternal struggle. But you know, until recently, that was just make believe.
Well, I mean, it seems peaceful. Do you think the battle's over?
I don't know. I've been quiet for millennia. But someone had to wake the brothers.
You guys want to look around a little bit?
I want to go up the water.
I can say that now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's awesome.
But on cue, as you guys are talking about going to walk around, like this ziggurat, effectively, if you will. As you guys sort of like walk around the exit and like look over the lake and see everything, and take a look at this beautiful scene. The water below you that laps up against the edge of the ziggurat. One of the waves seems larger for a moment, crashes against the rock, but instead of returning back into the lake, seems to flow in sort of like beads of water, like these large beads, up the side of the ziggurat before coalescing into a sort of form of a like 15-foot tall, sort of like womanly figure made out of water. It's pretty much pretty indistinct. Like it doesn't have like, it's like if you made like the fat brush on like Microsoft Paint, like made it blue, and then like just like did like a stick person, sort of like that. No like facial features or anything like that. But
All I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman.
But Gazir, it has some features that could almost be like distinctly like proto Fomorian. Like it has what could be like like a tail, could be like fins, stuff like that.
Okay.
And the voice that it speaks with emanates from its head. It has been a long time since I've had visitors.
Wow. And who might you be?
For the ones that know of me, I'm called Mother.
Oh no. Okay.
Uh-oh.
And you can feel it sort of like focus on you, Gazir, on like the down-looking angle. It says, although I think you may have known that already.
What are you doing here?
This is my home. And always has been.
What are you doing to Femar?
Not that it has any. It does like the head dog tilt, like thinking. I'm not sure I understand.
The oceans are being drained, seemingly here, to your lake.
That is not of my doing. And these waters are not of the oceans of your home.
But you're complicit?
Only in an attempt to keep the planet from fracturing.
Which planet?
The one you call Femar.
Why would it fracture?
It seems that my children perhaps are intent on having it be done.
So you seek to stop them?
I do. They are outside of my influence here.
Well, I think we might have a mutual goal.
The one that came before you said the same.
Who might that be?
He shares a tie with you all.
Old Raz, always getting up to something.
An amphibious one, much like yourself.
I don't think Gazir knows Raz.
when he called himself Raz.
Well, is he still here? We've been looking for quite some time for him.
He is on this plane, yes.
I'd like to look out. Is there anything else like in the distance that I can see?
So, you guys are actually inside like this bowl, like it's almost like a volcano bowl, like the top of it. So even on this ziggurat, it's not very tall. It's maybe like 40 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
So looking out, like you can just see, like you can't see over the rim. Like you guys are in the base of the bowl, so you can't see over the top of it. But like looking out over the waterfall, you can see like the sliver where you guys flew up in.
But we never stopped and looked at the surrounding area, right?
Well, as you guys were like flying, like outside of the bowl, you mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't like anything else to really look at.
Like just water?
No, like that orange igneous rock,
Oh, just as far as I could see.
pretty much.
Interesting. I'm gonna ask actually.
Yeah.
What's beyond this area? What else is in this plane? Is there anything else?
Of course.
Where's the father?
With your friend.
Does he also seek to stop the brothers?
It seems he seeks to oppose me.
And
As
now we have to kill Raz.
as he always has. Far and few in between in our history has our strife affected the worlds outside of our realm.
Worlds, plural?
Your friend came seeking an answer, as you all have as well, I assume. And he did not like the one that I was able to supply.
And what did you tell him?
I can no more stop my children than I can change the path of the stars.
Ooh.
And father thinks otherwise?
Perhaps. Or he may be deluding your friend into believing it so.
So wait, so the mother and father don't agree. Father opposes mother. But mother is effectively saying, I can't do shit. So father
Well-
can do shit, or is at least
Well, mother
pretending?
has stated her intention to resist the children. We don't know what method she's taking to do that.
Well, she
She
said
says she can't stop them. She has no
Yeah.
influence over them. She can't just command them to stop. She clearly thinks that she can subvert what they're trying to do in some way. We don't know what the father said. We just know that Raz, as impulsive as he may be, didn't like the first answer. What are you
So how
trying to do
could-
to stop them? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna ask, like, how can we help you?
Yeah.
It seems you all have already answered the call.
Where do we go
I
from
guess.
here?
Yeah.
Where did our friend go? What do they plan to do?
One thing at a time.
Hmm.
My children once had access to this realm. But found the adulation and praise of the Fomorians too intoxicating, and came to favor that above all else.
I see. Because they were so powerful.
Correct.
So are you not of Femar?
We are not.
Are the Femarians of you?
They are. As is everything else you see here.
How does it
Well,
feel to
oh,
meet
sorry.
your fucking progenitor, Noah?
Yeah,
You literally met your god.
Well, I in particular, are quite fond of Femar, and wish for nothing more than to see it protected. How can we do that? Dom, what's Appa thinking?
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, I thought I had a DM.
Oh, that boy's lumped out.
Oh, no doubt.
It is getting late, but yeah.
Yeah. We
Don't
can wind
worry.
down here in just a second.
Oh
okay?
yeah, don't worry. First, you must ensure that your friend does not fall under the influence of the father.
Much easier to do when we know where he is.
Much easier to do when you don't know who Raz is.
He arose here with much conviction within him. And I worry in his perhaps dogged pursuit of answers, he may befall troubles in that path. Or he may be made to be a unwitting tool in a greater scheme.
Well, then it sounds like we need to get to him quickly.
I would agree. Once you are able to right your friend, then perhaps you may be able to find an answer on how to stop my children. If the minds of the Fomorians have been made to align with their goals, that may prove difficult indeed.
I don't think all of Fumar has been won over quite yet. Although some will bow to fear if this isn't quelled soon enough.
Oops.
I will open your minds to the rest of this plane.
Oh boy.
You may seek your friend upon the spire.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. And if we need to find you again, will you be here?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Well then, please open our eyes.
By the time I depart, it will already be done. With my parting words, I must warn you. Be careful not to fall under the gaze of the Father. He has much less qualms about interfering with mortals than I do.
Duly noted. We will try and stay out of sight.
Is that like literal gaze or figurative gaze?
And she decombobulates into beads of water and flows back down the lake. And through the opening of like the side of the cradle that you guys flew up in, directly through the middle, you can see what can only be the spire raise up out of the orange igneous rock. And what looks like a mountain peak off in the distance that fills almost perfectly the break in the cradle.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Turn our sights to it.
And you guys will have to load back up into the Jessicar and fly over.
All right.
And I think that's probably as good a spot as any.
I think so. With the Camelot references at the end, the Lady of the Lake points us towards the sword and the stone. Oh my god.
It's no way to found a government. Just remember
That's
that.
right. All right, boys.
Real quick, before we
Yes.
end the recording,
Of course.
Gazir, how does it how does it feel to literally meet your creator or one of?
You know,
what
if
is that?
Gazir was any other man but himself, it might be incomprehensible, but it seems lately like a lot of dreams or nightmares have been coming true. Gazir's had
seems-
visions for quite some time.
That's fair. It just seems crazy. Like, yeah, just had a nonchalant conversation with my fucking maker.
Yeah, it's one of those, you know, you better start believing in ghost stories, boy. You're in one.
That's fucking funny.
You know, Gazir's kind of been one of the few people in Fomorian culture who still cares to learn about the old ways and what there were and believes that there may be some truth in what was once. So this is, you know, it's obviously humbling to meet a being of such immense power, but it's kind of confirming some theories.
Hell yeah.
Any being that uses the phrase mortals.
Yeah. You know you're in for one.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, this has been great.
It has
And,
been too long.
Plenty of time to ponder what it means to potentially be engaged in direct conflict with multiple celestial type beings.
Homework. Everyone Google Faustian bargain.
And in a very real sense, perhaps seeing our friend Raz through his greatest trial, one way or the other.
Oh boy.
I can't wait.
And hopefully finding a way to save Femar at the same time.
That's the side pot.
That's right. Find out
Yeah.
next week. Find out next time on our main campaign, Phase 2 of Sunstriders. We love you.
Finally.